So we're in the incubator room tonight on December 8th looking at some birds that need, they don't need anything, they just came in here. Anyway, these are two yellow roller hens, just came in from George Ruiz in Las Vegas, Nevada. The bird on the right is what they consider Carolina rollers. If you look those up, you'll find a pretty good history of those go back to, I think James Turner was involved in some, and Carl Hardesty and guys like that back there in the Carolinas were involved. The other yellow hen, one here that's now kind of on the right, is a Turner-based bird. And a couple of who've known me for a long time, personally before YouTube, from various auctions and forums and stuff like that. You'll know for quite a while I've been working on a dilute roller project. It's kind of something I always wanted to do, and I put it off for a long time. And going back, 5 or 6 years ago, I decided to go ahead and start doing it. I had an interest a long time ago, even back in the 80s. I'd even mentioned it to the late Hans Rotenbacher when he was still alive, and he said, the problem with dilute rollers is, he said, most of them are more of an accident than by design, and he said the problem is, you really need enough to get the job done, and that seems to be the problem with them, that the reputation of yellows and silvers and cream bars and stuff like that is not, as far as performance is concerned, is not great, largely because there's not as many of them compared to blue checks and blue bars and mealies and grizzles and tortoiseshells and stuff like that are around. So going back 5 or 6 years, I kind of started working on this. And my dilute family, they're basically based on 2 Danny Horner cocks that were among the last of the birds he had that eventually went to roller bid. I can't even remember the guy's name I got them from. He had bought in quite a bit of the Horner birds, and he decided to eventually part with the original breeders, and I was lucky to get 2 really nice blue bar badge cocks from him. And I ended up supplementing those in this family with a nice muff tortoiseshell hen from George Ruiz and a yellow check white wing. And that's kind of the inner core of this family that I've been working on. A lot of these kits you see, the cream bars and stuff like that, that is what they were down from. And in addition to that, I had more additional help from George Ruiz there in Las Vegas. He sent me quite a few more, including some cocks and a few more hens. Basically I was working to enhance numbers opposed to just having a couple dilutes. I really needed, enough of a core to work with. So I got quite a few more from George that were mostly Turner blood. And I also got a couple from Ralph Crespo, that most of you know him as RC Lofts. ARCEE Lofts here on YouTube. I got quite a few birds from Ralph during his winter sales. Got 4 or 5 more dilutes from him, and that's kind of what I'm working on. And I've every now and then add a little bit as I'm kind of here, still hoping there's 1 or 2 really good birds rise to the surface as far as breeders. So George had offered the Carolina hen, this one on the left, on auction, and I got her, way too cheap. I paid $20 for her. And George was like, do you want anything else? And I said, nah. I said, I'm just happy with the dilute hen. And we kind of hemmed and hawed a little, because I really didn't want to send him to the post office for a measly $20. And I wound up sending him a little bit of extra, and he says, okay. He says, I'm just going to send you this other yellow hen, which is this yellow badge. So pretty happy with them. Nice type on these hens. They're going to go in the breeding loft once they're out of quarantine. And going the stock loft this year. And I'll make more yellows and more cream bars and more silvers and more duns and whatnot. Super nice type on that yellow Turner bird. She's a little long, but a nice type 10. But happy with those. Gives me a little more to work with in 2023. I'll have about 12 pair of dilutes I'll be working with after I have these. Some other birds down below here I got from Mike Fredericks out of Kansas. That I've gotten birds from him over the years. They're also mostly Turner. So I've got a couple more dilutes from him in quarantine that they're going to be in the stock loft this year, including a really nice cock bird that was a good producer for him. And they're ash yellow. They're basically creams, whereas these guys they're more typical true yellows. So there's a little look at them. I'll put them up, and I'm going to do another video after this. I got another couple birds came in, but 2 nice yellow hens. Happy with them. Really good condition on these birds from George. George occasionally offers rovers on fancypigeonauctions.com. He is G. Ruiz. I wouldn't hesitate to get birds from him if you see offerings from him in your rover shopping. He's got some really nice birds. They've made some good rovers. The condition's always great. He's very professional. Good prices. So there we go. So if you like the video, feel free to subscribe. Hit the like button. That helps. That helps the videos reach more people, and they come up better in the search results and all that. So thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good one.